All right. So if you're looking for a way to grow your triceps, to build strength, to build size, and just be a dominant force in the gym, then this is the video for you. So my name is Joseph Lucero. Today I'm going to show you a tutorial on a very simple exercise, and it's going to be the dead stop tricep extension. I'm sure there's a bunch of different ways to terminize it. The reason why I call it the dead stop is because here in a minute, I'm going to take this bar with this weight. I'm going to put it to the floor. I'm going to do tricep extensions. But when I do it, I'm going to let the plates rest on the floor so that the weights go to a dead stop and it changes the way I operate this movement. So a lot of times you'll see people in the gym doing tricep extensions from an upright position or a lying position, and their focus is to push the weight down. And that is working your triceps. But the reason why the dead stop tricep extension is so unique is because it doesn't allow your muscle to stay contracted from start to finish. So it's really challenging the integrity of the muscle. So I want you to think about a statement. A bigger muscle could be a stronger muscle, but a stronger muscle is always a bigger muscle. So what I mean by that is if I can train a movement to enhance the strength of a muscle group, it's going to get bigger. But sometimes just because I have a bigger muscle doesn't always necessarily mean it's stronger. Okay. So I think I'm going to always take the stronger route so I can guarantee size and strength. But nonetheless, I'm going to show you the movement. We'll talk about the mechanics real briefly. And then again, we'll revisit why this stronger movement challenges the integrity of the muscle and why it makes it bigger. So you would make sure you get a barbell loaded with bumpers. These are 35-pound bumpers. They're not super heavy. You can use 10s, 25s, but they have to make sure the bar is elevated off the floor. Okay. So up down here. Now I'm going to have to leverage the bar a little bit just to start, but what I'm going to do here, like I said, I'm going to try to leverage the bar a bit more. I got to find the knurling, the rings, move around a little bit. And with this movement, I like to make sure I'm about shoulder width apart, because shoulder width apart is going to help me feel more natural by arm position versus being too wide. So I'm going to get myself positioned. Now this is the part where it gets unique. Okay. You got to leverage the bar. You got to find a way to get it up. I don't have a spotter, so I'm just going to go ahead and work it how I always do. I'm going to get really tight, roll it, and get it to my chest. And then from here, I'm going to start at the very top. Okay. So it's kind of an uncomfortable start. I don't really have any help to do the movement. But for this position, I'm going to do like a tricep extension. I'm going to let my forearms come to the floor, let it come to a rest. So it looks like it's on my forehead, but I have enough room. And then from the dead stop position, I'm going to lift it back up. And again, I'm bring it down to the floor, to a dead stop, and then back up. I'm going to perform this one more time with a very slow tempo, and I'm going to feel massive exhaustion in my triceps. And now I'm going to go ahead and rest it, so talk about it a bit more. Okay. So let's talk about what just happened. All right. You just saw me do the dead stop tricep extension. And right off the bat, I didn't really warm up, so not at my best. But just doing those 3 reps was massively exhausting my muscles. So the precursor to growing muscle is exhaustion. But what's weird about this movement is I come down with tension, so I don't crush myself. And then the plates rest on the floor. So I go from tension to no tension. It's rested. So now I have to overcome my resting state and lift it back up, which means I'm challenging the strength of the muscle and the integrity of the muscle, meaning I'm challenging how physically tough that muscle is. That's what's going to grow your strength. And if you do this movement enough, if you make that muscle strong, it's going to have to get bigger because mass moves mass. And it's just science at that point. So if you're someone who wants to grow size or want to grow strength, like have a better bench press, a better overhead, etc., this is the movement for you. It's very challenging. It's very hard. For me, that was a good intensity. I would recommend doing 3 to 5 sets of 6 to 8 reps. This is definitely not something you want to do a lot of volume of. You want to focus more on time under tension, control, and precision. And because you go from a contracted state to a rested state, that's what's making the muscle stronger. And because it's above the head, it's also challenging the different heads of the tricep than you would feel it in like a normal push down. So with this too, there's also a little tip I would recommend. If you hold the bar above your chest, you're in a very advantageous position. If you rewind the video, you're going to notice that I took the bar above my forehead. And when I do that, my arms are slanted because the more I lean up, the more tension I have in my tricep to begin the movement. Because if I start here in a 90-degree position to my body, it's easy. And then it gets really hard. Okay. I want it to be tough before I even start the movement. And I bet you'll feel more tricep strength from there. So again, my name is Joseph Lucero. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this whole idea of the dead stop tricep extension makes sense. If you like our stuff, feel free to like the channel, subscribe, leave a comment below, and hopefully we'll catch you next time.